Hi everyone and welcome to the BodiBlossom Self-Love Podcast with me, Kirsty Davies, founder of BodiBlossom. I'm excited for this episode. I am solo today for this episode. I'm out in my garden, the sun is shining, and my goodness, doesn't it help our moods? It's amazing how much I see people around us feeling so much more positive when the sun is shining. So it's a good positive start to the day, but I also wanted to talk about other things that you can be doing to help start your day in a positive way. And for me, I have found over the years, the best thing has been positive affirmations. It's amazing how much it just shifts my mindset. So what I tend to do is, and what I say to other people as well, is to find something that you do every morning that's already a habit. Okay, so that could be walking the dogs, which is where I do mine. That might be when you make a cup of tea, when you brush your teeth, whatever it is that you do every single day and is already a habit, that's the time you're going to say your positive affirmations to yourself. So for me, it's when I go for a walk. So I know as soon as those dog sleeves are on and I'm out the house, that is my moment to say my positive affirmations. So then as I'm walking them, I'm repeating it in my head. If no one's around, I'll say it out loud. If people are around, I'll keep it in my head. But it's such a good way of just lifting that mindset and putting you into a really good mood for the rest of the day. And it can be hard, particularly on days where you're feeling a little bit negative. If you're going through some tough times, it can be really hard, but that's the time when you really want to do it most as well, to just get into a good mindset. And it doesn't have to be the same thing every day either. You'll have those natural go-to ones that will start to become the habit, but the more you do it, the more you can then think, right, okay, what else am I going to add into that? Like, what else can I say? Because you'll start to shift that mindset, shift that subconscious into a more positive place, that you then are opening up your mind to so much more. So should we do some positive affirmations? So my key go-to ones, I always do, I'm healthy. For me, health is so important. So just repeating I'm healthy, it helps me make healthier choices as well. So I'm really focusing on at the moment, making sure I get enough water, making sure I'm drinking enough, make sure I'm getting my 5 a day in as well, exercising, moving my body. So that just telling myself that I'm healthy brings in so much more to my life than just saying that, because it also makes me aware of that's what I want in life. I want to be healthy. I want to feel good in myself. So I know when I repeat that, it sparks that, oh, I could be doing this, or okay, well, I want to be healthy. Like, I am healthy. So that means I'm drinking more water. That means I'm exercising. That means I'm moving my body. That means I'm eating better. So it just sparks it. Another one that I like to go to is I'm capable of doing anything I put my mind to. Because for me, I find that I get those kind of thoughts that come in and are making me feel negative, making me feel like I'm questioning myself. Am I good enough at what I'm doing? So just repeating that every single morning reminds me I can do anything, just as you can do anything. Like, I think we get so caught up in the story that we've told ourselves over the years, the story we've learnt, that, the people we've been around, hugely impacts on how we feel about ourselves, how we think about ourselves. So just repeating that positive affirmation, I'm capable of doing anything I put my mind to, reminds me that I am. Of course, if I want it bad enough, I can do it, just like you can. I'm sorry the thing's moving, it's a little bit windy out here. So it's so good to just remind ourselves of that actually we are in charge of our lives and we can do anything, absolutely anything. We've just got to want it bad enough, right? And be willing to put the time and effort into it. And I think that's the key thing with positive affirmations. We're repeating something to remind ourselves of what it is that we want. And then by knowing what it is that we want, we can then be putting things into place in everyday life that is going to help us get there, right? So positive affirmations, I want you to write down 3 positive affirmations. Feel free to pause me. Writing them down is really good because it's also something you can look back on, particularly if you find you take your phone everywhere. Write them down on your phone, because then when you want to repeat them, you can check them. You know, when sometimes you just get brain fog and you're like, what is it? Especially when you're feeling on those tougher days, it can be really hard to remember what your positive affirmations are and to think positive thoughts. So by having them on your phone or something, somewhere where you can just see them quickly, it just reminds you of them, reminds you, and then you can be like, okay, yeah, that's my goals, that's what I want, like that's how I want to feel in myself. So repeat those positive affirmations, write them down and add to them, you know, and in different days, and they will change and they will adapt. And that is what's so incredible as well, because you'll write one and you'll be like, I'm there, you know, like I'm there now, like I'm feeling really positive and really good about that. So how am I going to adapt it to the next thing? Like how do I want to feel next? Like what does my life look like? And that's what those positive affirmations are saying them as if you already have achieved them. And then all of a sudden you'll realize that you have, and that is just the best feeling ever. I like with the manifestation and stuff like that, I always utilize them as my manifesting as positive affirmations and repeat what I have. And then when I sat here in my house and I was like, done it, like everything, like literally from about 5 years ago, I would say, when I was writing my goals, when I was writing what I wanted to manifest, I literally sat here a few weeks back and was like, I did it. Like I literally wrote down, this is what I wanted. And it's not about being like delusional or just like, it's just about believing. Do you know what I mean? It's about writing these things down and believing that you know you're going to get there, and knowing that you will do whatever it takes to get there as well. And that's what helps when it comes to the positive affirmations, to just keep reminding you of what it is you want. And then every single day, when you're telling yourself what it is you want and living as if you already have that, by saying, I am healthy, I am capable of doing anything I put my mind to, I have a 5-bedroom house. You're just reminding yourself of what it is you want to achieve. You're opening yourself up to new opportunities, and you're also naturally, without even realizing it, do things to help get yourself there, which is incredible. And then, like I say, one day you'll wake up and you'll be like, I did it. Brilliant. That was one thing off my list. Tick that off and move on to the next. And then some positive affirmations will be ones you just constantly repeat all the time. Like for me, I am healthy. I will always repeat I am healthy, because I always want to remind myself that I want to be healthy. I want to continue being healthy. I feel like I'm in a really good place with my health now. So it's like not something that I'll stop. It's something that I'll keep continuing with. So yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll speak to you all soon.